if you want to turn your passion into a life money-making project. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Tom Soul, and you are listening to the Social Seed Podcast. Right off the bat, you should give yourself a pat on the back for listening to something that will actually help your life. And with that, let's get into today's episode, Discovering Your Passion. And first, I'd like to start off with a quote by Mark Twain. The two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why, end quote, by Mark Twain. And I don't remember when I was born, but I do remember the day, or maybe not the day, but the time period about a year and a half ago when I finally felt like I found my passion. And I was almost 47. I was 46, probably like 9 months. And I don't want you to have to wait that long to find your passion, because it will help you if you find it when you're a lot younger, so you can do more with your life and, get to, instead of just like working, maybe you can make your passion work for you and make money from it. And if not, don't waste all those years of your youth that you could have been practicing and having fun with your passion. And so how I came into it, I was in Grenada, and I was just getting, tired of working on the boat and just going to bars and hanging out with friends. And, it was a daily thing, and we'd have a lot of fun. It wasn't a lot of drinking or anything, but it was just, doing the same old thing. And eventually it got kind of boring, and I started looking inward, and I started wondering, what's missing? And that's when I read the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, and that inspired me to start my journey on personal development. And here I am today. I've been learning a lot, reading a ton of books, trying to figure out what personal development means to me. And really, it's just widespread, and you get to learn a lot. But today, we're just going to be talking about passions, because self-development you can go on for hours with. And so, I guess, what are passions? What separates a passion from a hobby? And a passion is something that you look forward to doing, you're thinking about all the time, and it's something that's on your mind. And every time you do it, you love it, and time passes by, and you don't even know that it's been a long time. And you look forward to doing it each time, and you just like purely enjoy it. And it gives you happiness, direction, and it makes you feel good. And so then, they kind of get close to, or they can get mixed up with a hobby, because a hobby is something you might enjoy as well. But a hobby isn't something that you want to do all the time. It's not something that, you're thinking about in the middle of the night, or you're thinking about early in the morning, and you want to get up and do it all day long. So when you're thinking about passions, it's something that's going to, give you like internal motivation. It's going to give you extra energy and happiness. I guess next, you might want to know, if you're not sure about what your passions are, and, how would you find them? Because you like doing things, but you're not sure exactly what your passion is. Well, I have an exercise for you if you want to do this real quick. If you're driving, don't do it. It might be a little dangerous, but I want you to find a quiet place and close your eyes, and then think about two questions. The first one, and you want to get at least three answers for each one. And the first question is, what are three things that I am good at? And when you get the answer to those three questions, you can do this exercise later. write them down. And then the next question is, what are 3 things that I like to do? And when you find these are things that you should feel that you like to do. You should feel that you're good at. Or maybe other people might tell you that you're good at them, but you should really feel that you're good at them. And you take these answers and then you quietly think about them in your head and you think about how you can put them together to form something that you love to do, that can make you money if you want to turn your passion into a life money making project. And when you get that answer, you're going to probably spring up, you're going to be excited, you're going to feel your passion, you're going to feel motivated, and this is your ambition. And your ambition is going to be the driver of you, the driver to put all your energy and all that motivation into a direction. And this is where self-development is going to come in, because it's going to help you to direct that ambition so that you can fulfill your passion. And once you get to this point, you got to realize that there are going to be obstacles in the way of you getting to your passion, because if everyone could think of their passion and go ahead and go through with it and fulfill their goal and live the life that they always want to live, then everybody would be doing it and it wouldn't be so hard. So there are going to be obstacles that we have to overcome when we're attaining this goal or this passion. And some of those obstacles mainly are going to be inside your head. They're going to be self-limiting talk, where you're going to come to points where you feel like what you're doing is ridiculous and there's no way that you're ever going to get through with it. I battle that all the time. It's a hard job. There's a lot that goes into attaining your passion and attaining your goals that, you're mentally going to have to go through. And that's, I would say, one of the toughest obstacles is self-limiting talk. And the other one is another one is fear of not completing what you're going to do. And perfectly fine. I feel like every successful person has had to go through some fear that they're not going to go ahead and complete it. And that's just a part of attaining your passion as well. And another one is, this is outside influence. This is going to be like people, right? You're going to have a lot of people around you who, do believe in you and want to help you. And they're going to, give you that support and that help that you need. But then there are also going to be negative people where, they put you down like, dude, what are you doing? You can never do that. Like, why are you even wasting your time? It's because, they don't want to try and achieve something. But I can tell you right now, we're going to go to the next topic, and that's overcoming those obstacles. First off, you can achieve what you want. Everybody can achieve their goal, their passion that they're trying to attain. But there are some things that, you have to keep in mind. You have to have a growth mindset, for one. And that's, you got to realize that everything you are doing, everything that you're learning or you're going to do is going to probably, a lot of it, be new. And when something's new, you're not going to be the best at it. I'm sure you could see that in this podcast, like I'm just starting off and look at, I pulled the plug out of my ear and you know what? I'm still going on. I'm learning, right? And this is what you do as well. When you're going through things and you're figuring them out, you're going to make mistakes. Great. That's one mistake that you probably, hopefully won't make again. I'm going to learn to not put my hand down and pull the wire out of my ear. It's just something I'm going to keep in mind as I do this. And these learning experiences, after you make so many mistakes, that's how you get better. And that's how you become the pro. That's how you become the master. And that's how you gain wisdom. Ooh, another great one is when you're overcoming these obstacles, it helps when you set up small, actionable steps. Um, Small, actionable steps are steps that you kind of listen to that inner talking self inside your head that says, this is probably what you should do. And then you're like, okay. And then, because it makes sense. And then you take one small step to get to that point. You don't need to know the full journey that you're going to have to take. I think that's almost impossible. But small actionable steps are little baby steps that get you one step closer to where you want to be. And if you start young, you have plenty of time to go ahead and do this. And that's what this is about. It's about taking those small actionable steps over time and achieving your dream. And I guarantee if you set up a plan, a life plan, and you write down your goal steps and you set up small steps each day to attain those, that one day you're going to make your dream come true. And that's what we want, right? Do we want to work all of our life and be comfortably numb and just, make it through life and not, enjoy it, but not really enjoy it? Or do we want to set up small actionable steps where we know if we take one step higher, we're going to get closer to our goal? So to kind of sum up today's podcast, we learned what passions are and separated them, or told the difference between a passion and a hobby. And we learned how to identify our passions by asking ourselves those questions, those two questions. What am I good at? And what do I like to do? And we learned that we're going to have obstacles that get in our way. And we learn methods of overcoming those obstacles by having a growth mindset, small actionable steps. And you can, setting up a great helpful environment is huge too. Having that support system of the people around you. And I guess, I heard this the other day and I thought that it was a pretty cool final question. And a gentleman asked another person on a reel and he said, if I give you $1 million, but you couldn't wake up tomorrow, would you take the $1 million? And he said, I'll make it even bigger. You can have $10 million today, but you can't wake up tomorrow. Would you take the $10 million? No way, right? You want your life. Waking up tomorrow. Think about that. You want your life. You would rather have your life than $10 million. So when you wake up tomorrow, start living like you want this life. Find your passion. Find your joy. Attain your happiness. And live the best life that you can live. All right. Take that to heart. Hope you have a great day. If you like this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you have a comment down below. And I appreciate you watching my shows. And have a great day. Have a great life. And I hope you got something from this video. Bye-bye.